What's going on, my loyal members of TFT Wolf Clan? This is Joe Shock 7777, and I decided that I wanted to make a video about Halo 4 fiction and the Forerunners, primarily. Alright, first thing, guys, you might not know this. I know a lot of you don't. I am a big fan of Halo fiction. I'm not only a competitive tryhard, I care deeply about the Halo fiction. That's why I go out and I pick up books like this and I read like halfway through it. Truthfully, I'm not going to say I've ever finished a Halo novel. I've gotten close to it. I'll read like halfway through it and then like I'll pick up another novel. Like that's what usually happens to me. I've read into the Cold Protocol, the Fall of Reach. Like I said, I didn't finish either one of them. But what I usually did is, like in these Halo novels, they usually tell two different stories. Like in the Cold Protocol, it had an Elite story, and then it had John's story, and then it had, what's his name, Jacob Keyes' story. So it told three. I said two, but it told three different stories. So I skimmed through it to the stories I wanted to hear. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I can't say I fully finished it, but I got some of the stories out of it. Anyways, okay, what I'm going to talk about right now is the Forerunners. First things first, the Forerunners are set up into this. Oh wait, sorry. Let me slow down a bit. This is way back before the events of Halo. Far away. All right, this is before any of that. All right. So this is what it basically is. You have the elites, the grunts, the jackals. No covenant. They're all doing their own thing. Different planets, all that stuff. They're all doing their own thing. Then you have the Forerunners and the humans, but I'm not going to call them humans. I'm going to call them advanced humans because they're humans at their prime. You know what I mean? Like, well, not at their prime, but near their prime. They already have ships. They're flying. They have advanced weapons. Yes, it's far better than the UNSC. It's not even the UNSC because they're advanced humans. It's like that's the way it is. Anyways, these humans come into contact with Forerunners, and they kind of respond to each other in ways like, oh, they're Forerunners, we're humans, whatever. You know, they don't really fight or have any problems. But okay, let me tell you a bit about the Forerunners. The Forerunners have this social system of classes, and what they are is you have here. Let me go ahead and take a look at the page. You have the builders, you have the miners, the life workers, the warrior servants, and then the engineers. And basically, I'm going to break down every one of them. The builders are basically the guys. Now, this makes me feel all weird inside. The guys who built the Halo Ray, the Onyx, which I'm not really sure what that's about, but there's a book called Ghost of Onyx, another Halo novel. But they built the Halos. These are the Forerunners that built the Halos. Okay, they're called builders. You have the miners. The miners are, what they do is they basically get the pieces of what they need to create these. They get the resources so they can create these crazy, giant, beautiful Forerunner architecture things. Okay, that's what the miners do, and they were second ranked basically. Builders were like top. Like if you were a builder in Forerunner time, you were extremely, let's say, high ranked, wealthy. I guess I'm not sure if they go on a currency, but they're high ranked. They're highly respected. Then you have the life workers, which are third ranked. Life workers are like the librarian is the best way to say it. What they were the ones that studied biology, the human body, you know, things, medicines, things that help, you know what I mean? That's what they did, and the highest rank was called the Life Shaper. Yeah, Life Shaper. And that's what the librarian is, and we all know who she is from Halo 4. The next rank is a fourth, which is known as the warrior servants. Warrior servants are like the Didac. The Didac, he's a fighter, you know. You have these warrior servants, and also Prometheans are the highest rank of the warrior servants themselves. Okay, and since we already know it, I'm still gonna say it anyways. Prometheans are encrypted humans of Forerunners. That's what they are. That's exactly what they are. The next rank is engineer. Engineers are basically, the best way I think of it, as the Oracle from Halo 3. Guilty Spark. Those are like engineers, and as far as I can see, because they protect and they monitor these Forerunner architectures and things like that. That's what they do, you know. And they're the lowest rank. They're still respected, but they're not the highest rank. the humans encounter the flood, and they're trying to get away from the flood. So what they do is they're going and they're kind of running with their ship, kind of getting away from the flood. The flood's trying to get them, and they get led to a Forerunner planet. The flood get contact with this planet. They didn't really spread that much, but they're in contact with this planet. So the humans say, well, we don't have time to alarm the Forerunners, and even if we do, they might not be able to stop it. So we're gonna glass the entire planet and call that a day, you know. So that happens. They glass the planet, and as the Forerunners see themselves as gods of the universe, they protect the universe. They're basically the gods of the universe. And since these humans basically glassed them, the Didac was extremely angry, and he's always angry about it. And the librarian figures out that the reason why the humans did that is to destroy the flood, but the Didac doesn't care. He still thinks they just destroyed Forerunners. Like, that's not what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be taking out the flood. That's our job. We're the gods. You know, that's how they see themselves. So the Didac decides, we have to find a way to fight the flood. But he's also angry at the humans. So they have a war. They have the human Forerunner war, which is crazy. It's not good. Humans died. Forerunners died. And in their weakness, the flood comes, which is the worst thing to possibly happen. And we all know that happens. Just like in Halo 1, the humans are fighting the Covenant, then the flood comes. Like that, that's what they do. They come in and they try to cherry pick. The Forerunners eventually fight the flood back a little bit more and more, but in their anger, they know the humans are basically wiped out. Let's just leave it at that. Advanced humans are wiped out. There's only a few of them left. Librarian, as we know, is a caretaker. You know, she has some humans. She puts them on a planet because that's what she does. She studies all life forms. She has, you know, biological code for everything. That's how they're able to bring them all back after the Halos. But she keeps humans on this planet, and the Didac says, I need humans to create more Prometheans to fight the flood. So what he does is he takes these humans and he encrypts them, he composes them and makes them humans. Prometheans. That's what happens. And then Librarian, she still has her humans on the planet. She watches over, and they see her as a god. And they start losing the war against the flood. So the Didac says, we need more humans. And what he does is he goes and he takes these humans that belong to his wife, the Librarian, and he encrypts them and composes them. And that was, as far as he knew, the last amount of human life form left. So basically what he was doing, he was willing to get rid of the whole human race just for his anger and just to destroy the flood. He thought because the humans led the flood to the Forerunners, they deserved to be wiped out and they deserved to become Prometheans to fight, you know. There will be no more humans. Librarian had even more humans. Not a lot, but she had at least another planet with humans on them. And what they were, these were the lowest evolution of humans. She had the codes. She had to recreate the humans. This is the lowest evolution. This is back, I'm talking caveman time, and you know they're on this planet. It has Forerunner architecture. You know they're still kind of exploring, but they're stupid at this point. You know they're back in the caveman days, and basically what happens in these terminals is the Forerunner and the Didac and the Librarian are talking, and then she's just like, why do this to them? They're at such a low form when before they were flying ships and they could have become as great as we were. They could have controlled the mantle, the responsibility of being the gods of the universe, basically. And now they're at this low rate of being cavemen, basically. And that's what happens. The Forerunner, I keep going forward. The Didac really doesn't care. He doesn't like the humans because of the whole flood thing, and yeah, he's a very angry person. He decides that he wanted to take these humans still at their lowest caveman state. He decided that he still doesn't want them to be around. So he says he's gonna take these humans and encrypt them too. So that'll be it, all of them. The librarian won't be able to do anything. That's all of them. So what she does, she betrays them essentially. You know, betrayal. She shoots him with a binary rifle twice. Not once, but twice. One shot will kill us. You know, Spartans at least. Alright, anyways, she shoots him twice. He goes down, and he doesn't die. He just falls. And what she does is she puts him in this chamber. And he basically, she calls it a meditation chamber in a way. And that's how we find him in Halo 4. All these years and years later, we find her, we find the Didact, because he's in his meditation, as she calls it. But it's only because she wanted the Didact to be able to teach the humans, you know, the UNSC, how to become better and things like that. But once he comes back, he's still angry about the flood. Like, he needs to stop raging so much. Yeah, but the librarian, as you can see, she's still around because she was not encrypted, but she's basically an AI in a way. Her memories have been stored, and you can still talk to her, as you see in Halo 4. She's not like an actual Forerunner person, but she's memories. That's really, really, really all that really happens in that terminal. And I wanted to say that I've opened up this virtual book known as Halo, Cryptum. And basically what it is so far is it's this young Forerunner back in the past. He meets these humans that are at their lowest state, and they lead him to Forerunner architecture. And it's pretty crazy. Right now he's talking to the Didact as far as I'm at, and that's where I'm at on that novel. But anyways, guys, I just want to talk about the Forerunners and kind of what they're about, because I know from my perspective I really didn't really see the point of them. But not Forerunners, but the Prometheans in a way. But the Prometheans are really the guardians of the Forerunners. That's all I really wanted to say. Tell you guys a little bit about the fiction. If you haven't seen it, go check out the Halo 4 terminals. Don't get them on the campaign, just watch it on YouTube. Anyways, see you guys later. I'm out.